Hello and welcome to a brief overview of the 135 motorcars we've got going under the hammer on November the 27th at the Pavilion Gardens, Buxton, Derbyshire. Star lots include a 1958 Mercedes-Benz 190 SL that was unusually factory finished in ivory, the same colour it was repainted during a restoration that was completed around 2005, which also saw the engine overhauled, the interior retrimmed in red, a new soft top fitted. It's been in the current ownership since 2018 and recently benefited from about £6,000 worth of expenditure earlier this year, including new engine mounts, various suspension bushes, etc. Still in its original left-hand drive configuration and just such a stylish, pretty thing. Estimated at 70 to 90,000. Similar money is the 1965 Jaguar E-Type 4.2 Coupe. It's one of just 1,583 right-hand drive examples built. It was in single ownership from 1988 all the way through to 2019. And during the current vendor's time, he's treated it to a bare metal repaint and had the triple SU carburettors overhauled. So it's a stunning looking thing in that classic combination of British racing green with suede green leather upholstery. The leather to our eyes looks like it could well be original, and the whole car has a nice feel to it. Real eyeful. The cover car is a 1926 Derby 9 horsepower Grand Sport Special. This French cycle car is just so pretty. You just look at the proportions, it looks like a scaled down Bugatti Type 35, just very elegant boat-tailed creation, extensively restored in the 70s and 80s, been owned by a friend of the vendor during that time, and such a rarity and just an exquisite thing. It will be perfect for the vintage Montlhéry events or VSCC hill climbs, and just such a lovely thing to look at. Well patinated, well finished, older restoration, and a real delight. As is the Triumph Gloria Supercharged Special. Now, to my eyes at least, that car has got overtones of the 6C 1750 Alphas that Fred Styles campaigned. So although it dates from 1934, a little bit later, very vintage look to it. The car was commissioned by the previous owner from the late Chris Compton. Compton's a Welsh pool. Chris Compton was particularly well known for engine tuning and special building. This is a great exemplar of his art. It's powered by a 10.8 horsepower Commentary Climax engine, which is force-fed by a Wade RO20 supercharger. Comes with a wealth of invoices for the work carried out, and as I say, just a great looking machine, built initially for trials and speed events. Sadly, the vendor's not found the time or the health to use it to that regard, but a very elegant thing that really couldn't be recreated for the £24,000 to £28,000 guide price or anything like it. Another elegant machine is the 1954 Bentley R-Type Drophead Coupe. Now that's just one of 9 R-Type chassis believed to have been clothed by Park Ward to their design 552. It has a lovely history. It's recently been part of a large collection during which time it was used for TV and film use. It has been off the road for a number of years, so though it has been running and driving earlier this year, it will require mechanical recommissioning plus a bare metal repaint. The paintwork is far from its best now, but with a guide price of £25,000 to £30,000, there is plenty of scope for a new owner, especially if they're a hands-on enthusiast, to bring it back to its former glory without breaking the bank, and to have to boot a very rare coach-built Bentley. A no less striking machine, but from a different era, the 1984 Lotus Esprit S3 is one of only 737 S3s made, or thereabouts. It's had approximately £5,000 spent on it since entering the current ownership in 2019, showing just 45,000 miles and just absolute 70s wedge design. Giorgetto Giugiaro at his finest. Okay, it dates from 1984, but you can see it's very definitely a 70s wedge. Wonderful mid-engined layout, great handling, rare car, and just looks fantastic in silver. Another 1970s icon is the 1974 Toyota Celica ST Coupe. That is rare as hen's teeth as a UK-supplied Celica notchback. It's understood to have had just 3 owners from new. It's been dry stored for the last 24 years, and it's covered a warranted 24,000 miles from new. That really does fall under the category of go find another. Among the more modern sports cars on offer is a 1998 Porsche 911 Carrera. Now, it's unusual in that it's not only UK supplied with manual transmission, but it has the sports package. So sports seats, sports suspension, a limited slip differential, etc. Also, it's a non-sunroof car with the aero body kit. So for some people, that's about as desirable as a 996 series gets without going into the GT series cars. It's been in the current ownership since 2004, showing 98,000 miles, which with proper maintenance is nothing for one of those. They really are a much underrated and truly great driver's car, so well worth a look if you want fun on a budget. There are no fewer than 31 lots on offer without reserve, and they range all the way from a 1952 Bentley Mark VI that's been off the road since the mid-late 70s, although the engine still turns, all the way through to a 1952 Leyland Beaver flatbed that's understood to have seen service with the NHS as a mobile X-ray centre. There's quite a few restoration projects included as part of the no reserve lots, including a 1966 Austin Healey 3000 Mark III Phase 2 and a traction avant, so one of the iconic front-wheel drive Citroens, and that particular example dates from 1952. There's also a 1981 Vauxhall Bedford 1000 weight HA van, so a really diverse selection of no reserve entries. The sale will be on public view on Tuesday, November the 26th from 12 until 6. The sale itself is on Wednesday the 27th from 1 p.m. onwards, although doors open that day at 9 o'clock. You're able to bid in person, via the telephone, or via online platform. Online bidding is subject to a 1% surcharge, and as ever, if you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us either on 01925 210 035 or via email info@h&h.co.uk. We very much hope to see you at Buxton, either on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, but if you can't make it, please do accept our best wishes for a happy Christmas and a healthy 2025. Thank you very much indeed.